We're back. So another conference clash. We ended up beating Wu-Tang Temple. That puts us at the top of the conference at the moment. Wu-Tang Temple went down to 4th. TCU, West Virginia right now are battling for 2nd and 3rd. We're about to play Texas Tech. They haven't played a conference battle yet. Let's look at the Heisman. So another team that I created was the Rough Riders. We have Allen Iverson as their quarterback. He's now leading in the Heisman race. Went 24 to 33, 298 yards. I forgot what conference he's in. Probably got to check to see what conference he is in. Definitely the wrong hometown for him. Yeah, I still don't have nobody on my team up for the they're in the Big Ten. Okay. I was looking at the jersey and everything. Let me look at the Big Ten right quick. In the Big Ten West, they are 1-0 at the moment in their conference, 5-0. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. All right, let's jump into our game for the week. See if we can get another victory. 3:30 at supposed to be hot in Texas. Let's get it done. I'm going to go with the roster jersey for this game.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Javi Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Deep in the end zone, it's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders offense going to get the chance to
I don't like the Texas Tech new logo and everything. It just looks so flat.
Outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are. Makes the catch, and he's free. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 4 wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. Turns up, it's Simmons. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And Morton moves on, and when you watch Texas Tech, man, obviously the defense was so good. The running back spot, you could tell, really good. Multiple guys. Now they got more guys that can do it. It's all going to revolve around the quarterback spot. You saw Hammond tear his ACL a year ago. Looked really, really good when he was in there in spurts. He's coming back. Obviously, you have Francis coming in. There's some other guys that can play this spot. And this is the spot, Palmer, I think, where it all hinges on for Texas Tech.
If they can get back to the college football playoff and repeat as Big 12 champions, you're right. Baron Morton leaves some big shoes to fill. He's obviously now playing with the Patriots. But the good news is, whoever the new guy is, you don't got to do it by yourself. David, you mentioned the defense. They're going to be really good on that side of the ball. They had some great portal additions, especially up front. You know, in this offense, they're still going to be able to run the football. They've got a lot of talent returning in the backfield as well. I think whoever the new guy is, if you limit the mistakes, Texas Tech will continue to win.
On the delay, it's Dickey. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Got him right there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Breaks into the open. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Blake. Caught, and he's got room. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And
he's loose on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Lions! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Taken down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On third down, he drops to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the draw, it's Blake. Moving past the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense. And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Lions will try to pin them back with the punt.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Rushes on.
Oh, come on,
Gonna try to
man.
get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a big gain. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for the edge. Keeps it himself. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Backs got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Carter. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Dickey. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the score.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. Pass to 6. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these 2 backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in the elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to
at least the defense is keeping this game close.
Will line up to punt it away.
I know I got a score on defense, offense.
Hangs up in the sky. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Powers through the defender. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. They booted away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Give to the back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Red Evan on the RPO. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The fake wants to throw. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the 1st down. They'll try it here on 3rd. To the air, it's Hammond. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly.
Oh, man.
What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Dickey. He's going for the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A 1st down turnover can swing momentum.
And that's another great break on the football by that safety. He is seeing the ball so well, reading the quarterback's eyes. It's almost like he knows where it's going. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to pick and choose throwing it near him. I might stay underneath more.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the 1st half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second and long here. Sells to fake. Holds on, it's Blake. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Look out! Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in.
I gotta do better on offense,
EA Sports
man.
College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hawkeyes, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game in Lubbock. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Lions head coach. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Out wide right, it's Winston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Lions line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line.
On offense, man.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pulls it, fired complete. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Right side, it's Eakin. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Churns into the pile. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hands it off on the counter. They put the brakes on him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Lions with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Off play action. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, going to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Lions! Into the end zone for 6. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. To throw, it's Hammond. In the backfield, it's Lee. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, pressure's coming. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
Come on, man.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Eakin. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, on the Lions sideline right now, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
On the ground, it's Blake. At the 20, he's got space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. An explosive play in the running game, moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side, it's Winston. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Moves the pocket. It's
I totally forgot that they were around.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. The snap sets up to throw. Intercepted and room to run. The 20. He's at the They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And they'll try to tack on two. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. With the draw, it's Dickey. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, on the Lions sideline right now, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout, they have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Right side, it's Washington. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Really good job by the defense there, understanding pass, dropping back,
but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw check.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Has to have it on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Throwing right. Hauls it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Oh, well, we didn't start off strong, but we finished strong. So.
Eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.
All right. Till next time.